Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Jaguars going up against the Titans.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Adoree Jackson on the return. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. First and 10. Here's Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They're indeed going. It's Mariota dancing to his left. And he's got room. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up. And then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full blown.
He'll be shoved to the turf that time. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2, and he's got it to Hearns. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Burns the man in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Amaro, the tight end, in motion. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Runs over it and shutting him off. Now open field. takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run there by Henry. 51 yards. They come up in an offset eye. Mariota now. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Yannick Ngakoue able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. On second down, here's Henry. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Defense showing blitz. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
Loving it. That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you're going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Slot man moves right. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Hard throw, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Amaro, the tight end, in motion. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. A swing pass caught. A big third down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles Bengals taking it in. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta, and the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Hearns the man in motion left. Bortles now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
10 yards still left on second down. Hearns the man in motion left. Bortles will try again on second down. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hearns the man in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The second down throw here for Mariota. Being chased out left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Burns the man in motion left. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brad Nortman now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Fresh set of downs here. Mariota steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Here's Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Mariota. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. Space to maneuver at the 40. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw is Mariota. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Hearns the man in motion left. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Hearns the man in motion left. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get blown up up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 6 yards still to go here on second and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check down, 81, 81. Single. One. Back. 3.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
One.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Amaro, the tight end, in motion. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hearns the man in motion left. On third down, Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Airing it out deep for Smith. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Uncorks one for Davis. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A first down carry for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mariota, he's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And some room to maneuver. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Hearns the man in motion left. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front.